So I just got back from a Remembrance Day Q&A. And sorry, it wasn't a Q&A about Remembrance Day. It was a Q&A about the current state of students in Ontario, college students in Ontario, in regards to this strike. It just happened to take place on Remembrance Day, and there was an assembly there, and you kind of, we had the service and everything like that. And then afterwards, we went into the cafeteria and we discussed whether or not, things would be resuming and all of that nonsense. Just so I can be clear, I'm a Fanshawe student at St. Thomas campus, and I'm currently in my second semester. I finished my first semester in the summer, and this was supposed to be my second semester. Most students have already paid for their semester. I mean, I paid for my second semester way back in June, and that money was sort of held. They're still holding on to that money, and we've lost more time right now than we've actually put in towards this second semester. We've been out for a month. We weren't in for a month. We were in from September 7th till like October 7th, and that was about it. So we've been out for as long as we've been in. I know I sound like a pessimistic dick right now. I'm not trying to be. I've been told basically week to week by Fanshawe that, oh yeah, school's going to be resuming. So that's basically had my life on hold. I'm unemployed and I'm looking for work. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, can I really get work? Because what if they continue school and it's full time and I don't have time to work and go to school during the day? I'd have to find something at night, and that would mean I wouldn't be able to sleep. Going to that assembly was kind of shocking. It was a bit eye-opening for me. To see the state of the students and the way that they think. And I don't mean to put the students down, but they have to reorganize their priorities. They really, really need to reorganize their priorities, because what I saw there today was a disgrace. Students were basically giving a pass to both the administration and the teachers. They were saying, here are my pockets. Here, please rob me. This is where I keep my wallet, and my safe is over there. So please come to my house. Here's the front door keys. Come right in. I'll leave everything unlocked for you. You just take whatever you want, and don't worry about me. I'll be fine. That's exactly what happened today. I was shocked. I was the only person who actually had a realistic and pessimistic point of view in regards to actually whether or not we're going to get our money back. I wanted solid answers I could sink my teeth into. I'm not a reporter. I'm not an interviewer, okay? But I'm just a person who's been screwed and actually wants to get something solid out of this. I want my answers. I want either my money back, or I want school to resume immediately. And if they're not willing to do any of those things, I mean, it was just shocking. It was so, like, I'm still in shock from what I saw there today. Students asking silly questions like, oh, well, what about what we study when we're off? What does that matter? Are we going to be resuming? That's the most important question. Get mad because they're taking your money without giving you anything. Okay? Seriously, get upset about this because they're robbing you. This is highway robbery at its finest. I'm being unreasonable. I understand. But, there's that old axiom that says that, a whole can never be greater than the sum of its parts. And that is very true. And that applies here right now, because when we put the blame, where we're going to lay the blame for all of this, falls responsibly on both the students and the administration. And I know that sounds like I'm blaming the victim. Oh, victim blame. But seriously, you have to look at it from an economic standpoint. We have to look at this realistically and not with rose-tinted glasses, okay? When it comes down to it economically, it's not feasible for the teachers to have their demands met. It's not possible, okay? 80% of teachers in Ontario are part-timers. They're contract-based, and only about 17% are part-time and 20% are part-time/full-time, okay? It's not feasible for them to get their demands because it would cost over $250 million, and that $1 million is not going to come out of the administration's fees. It's going to come out of taxpayers. It's going to come out of tuition costs. I pay $3,000 right now for the whole year, roughly, give or take. Prepared to see for 1 year of college tuition at Fanshawe skyrocket to about $6,000. You're looking at universities and other colleges skyrocket to about $10,000 to $12,000 a year. Nobody can afford that. Nobody's going to be like, oh, wait, I can't wait to get to college, pay my $12,000. Are you fucking kidding? All of these teachers who are now out on the picket lines, especially the part-timers, were people who were promised jobs when they were students, if they had gotten their bachelor's degrees, to become teachers. It wasn't about this whole club mentality that seems to be striking a lot of businesses nowadays, especially the health science field. To all of those people who are in the health science field right now, good luck finding work, because I can assure you it's going to be either extraordinarily difficult for you or impossible if you don't have a friend or family member who works in a hospital or medical field. Right now, honestly, the truth is that these people were optimistic students, just like the ones that I saw today in the cafeteria. And these people were fed a whole bunch of bullshit by the college that, yeah, if you jump through our hoops and you pay the toll, you can get a job in as a teacher. Just get your bachelor's degree. So feed us all this money and we'll give you a bachelor's degree, and then you can get a job as a teacher. Now, they never made any promises to them that they're going to get them work, because there is no work to give them. And that basically they fed them empty promises. They knew they were feeding them empty promises, and they let these people just eat it up and keep feeding them money until the point where it's like, well, now good luck. You're on your own. I got your $50,000 in my pocket and I don't really give a fuck. Because when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, this is a business and all they care about is the bottom line. So that's what I mean when I say the students are partially responsible, because a lot of these students are using their parents' money. They have no worries. They have no concerns of their own, especially the ones that I saw today. I'm sure most of them are either A, on welfare, or B, living off their parents. Some of us don't have that luxury. Some of us are working. Some of us are living off our savings, like myself. I mean, it's not fair. It's ridiculous to expect everyone to be like, oh, yeah, let me give you the benefit of the doubt. No, I'm not going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm mad and I want my money back, or I want school to resume immediately, because I have no time for this. I planned my life around this. A lot of people did. We made plans. We had a set time frame that we could only do this in, and now you're asking us to either A, give you a benefit of the doubt and extend the time frame, which might not be possible for some people, or you just take our money and get away with it. That's ridiculous. During this assembly, I should say that, as for the whole corporate talk from Fanshawe, not giving straight answers, which pissed me off to no degree, because that's exactly what I went there for. I didn't go there for maybes. I went there for a yes or a no. And to not receive a solid answer, or receive hypothetical theories about whether or not Kathleen Wynne is going to step in. Kathleen Wynne stepped in before. She stopped teachers from striking before, and she was threatened by the courts with a lawsuit. She is not going to step in again, and she's actually made that clear already that she has no intention of stepping in. I really have to blame the administration. I know the teachers are the ones who are holding us hostage right now. They're the ones kind of responsible for the immediate situation. But in the long term, they're not the ones who started this. The administration started this by being greedy, excessively greedy, and just taking money endlessly without holding themselves accountable for the responsibilities of the education they're providing. Okay? This is the students' faults as well, because the students should have been wiser. Their parents should have wisened them up and said, no, there's no work for that. Let's be realistic. Find something that there's actually work for. Look into what you're doing. Don't just jump in with the best of intentions. The best of intentions has never gotten anyone anything. The best of intentions has gotten people a shovel so that they can dig their own grave. And if they really want to earn the respect of the students back, is give the students a refund. Give everyone a refund. And if we decide we want to stay with your administration, we decide, yeah, you know what? I want to stay a student and I want to finish this semester, then I'll let you keep the money. Okay, so I think that's it. I think that's my rant. I don't mean to name names or put blame on anyone specifically. I don't want anybody to get in trouble over the shit that I'm saying. But, I do want a resolution to this, and I want one soon.